Okay. Revo's here. We are. And boy, oh boy, so much stuff happened in 24 hours. Got some news for you. So, you didn't know Henry Cavill is returning as Superman. Uh, Superman, he's returned to Superman. You got it with James Gunn and Zack Snyder's working together for DC. They seem to be back on the Mirrorverse. This was dropped a day or so ago by Henry Cavill himself. Him announcing that he's going to be back in the DC universe, and let's just play what he has to say. You can say something now.
Hey everyone, I wanted to wait until the weekend was over before posting this because I wanted to give you all a chance to watch Black Adam. But now that plenty of you have, I wanted to make it official that I am back as Superman. And the image you see on this post and what you saw in Black Adam are just a very small taste of things to come. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and I'll get to that in time, but I want to thank you guys most of all. Thank you for your support and thank you for your patience. I promise it will be rewarded.
He posted that on the 25th. So, okay,
Hey everyone.
that's again. Now, they have said that Liam Hemsworth, brother of Chris Hemsworth of Thor, is going to be replacing him. Saying now, Liam Hemsworth to replace Henry Cavill on The Witcher. It's time for a new Witcher. Liam Hemsworth will replace Henry Cavill in the starring role of Geralt of Rivia in Netflix hit fantasy series The Witcher. The actor broke the news on social media accounts on Saturday. My journey as Geralt of Rivia has been filled with both monsters and adventures, and alas, I will be laying down my medallion and swords in season 4. Cavill, 39, wrote in an Instagram post, "And my steed, the fantastic Mr. Liam Hemsworth, will be taking up the mantle of the White Wolf. As with the greatest of literary characters, I pass the torch with reverence for the time I spent embodying Geralt and enthusiasm to see Liam's take on the most fascinating and nuanced of men. Liam, good sir, this character has such a wonderful depth to him, enjoying diving and seeing what you can find." Now, my title here is going to be about how this is going to be the death of the Witcher. Now, yes, Liam Hemsworth is the least known of the two brothers. He's been in the Hunger Games and a couple of other things that were not as big as what his brother's been into. But that's not the reason why I think this show's gonna die. The reason why I think this show's gonna die is this. Netflix, the Witcher writers don't like the books or games. See, if you don't know, Henry Cavill is a buff nerd gamer. And there's no problem with that. That has a bad connotation to it, but you get the point. If you watch anything on him and what he talked about to become the Witcher, he did a lot of studies. He did combining different accents to get more of a growl in his voice, to change his voice, thinking about how the Witcher would act in certain situations from reading all of the Witcher books. He said he played all the Witcher games. On Henry Cavill's Instagram, you can see him building his most recent gaming rig. He's in this. He has a passion for this. Now, what you probably also may not have known is throughout the whole time he's been doing The Witcher, he's been clashing with the producers and writers of the show. But let me read this and we'll talk more about that. So let me read this real quick. My general rule was you had to be a fan, no questions. This is the new philosophy enjoyed by Bio DeMayo heading into shooting X-Men 97. That's the original X-Men movie. As the writer claimed that a handful of colleagues, is that the original? I think that is the original. Colleagues that worked on Netflix, The Witcher, actively disliked and mocked the source material from the games and the books. Henry Cavill might have stolen our hearts with his beautiful portrayal of the silver-haired Geralt of Rivia on Netflix, but longtime fans of the books will have noticed some startling contrast from the way it was originally imagined and written by Andrzej Sapkowski back in the 80s. Huge changes like Yennefer's loss of magic and the death of Eskel have fans wondering what the writers were playing out, yet it appears that there's quite a simple explanation for the adaptations. It seems like the writers of the Netflix version of The Witchers are not fans of the franchise and dislike the original. And it goes more into it um how it he how they don't like the books. Now I remember there's been several times where he openly said in interviews he'd hope for them to follow more of the source material. They killed a character, his best friend, in the last season who he barely came on and they killed him. I'm not a Witcher buff, but I know some of the stuff I was seeing wasn't making sense. And I know things like how he acted when his horse died. I remember seeing that was a big thing. They actually had to redo that scene because he pushed for it. And they were not happy because he was the bigger draw. And so they yielded to him on several things. If you watch season one was more about Yennefer and the little girl than it was about than it happened to be about Cavill and his portrayal of Geralt. Season two, season three, it kind of focused, but you still have it to where you're dealing with a bunch of other characters. You're dealing with a lot of the mages, which I don't think it dealt so heavily with the mages before. It's very obvious that they already have what they want. And he was pushing back, having a love, an affinity for The Witcher. Now that he's gone, and they got Liam Neeson. Liam or Chris, no. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Liam. Liam Hemsworth. Oh, that really made you seem like you're nobody. I apologize. Liam Hemsworth. You really think, even though he says he loves the character, I'm expecting him to say that, right? How much you want to bet season four is going to take a wild turn, and it's just not going to be about The Witcher, um, and it's already had a problem of really focusing on him monster hunting or focusing on him. It's between Yennefer, it's between the girl, forgot her name, it's between the other mage, the black mage. Um, that's what the other side. He's fighting for screen time as Henry in this show. What do you think's gonna happen when Liam Hemsworth get it? They're just gonna go completely left with it. And that brings up something else. Maybe I should make another video about what is with these writers, these producers who you sign up you sign up for a show, you apply for the show, you have no idea what the show is about, you do not want to deal with researching the source material. Look at what happened when She-Hulk. The main writer said she never did an action show. She never did a lawyer show. She never did a superhero show. So why the hell you sign up for this then? And you didn't do the research. You just said, screw it, I'm gonna wing it and I'm gonna make it a bunch of feminists, whatever. Why would you sign up for the show if you don't want to do the work to learn? I understand if you're interested in the project, but you should at least learn what you're looking into. And this is becoming more and more a thing in where it's I'm gonna sign up to be. You never heard somebody say hey, I'm gonna be an electrician. You have any credentials? No. Do you even like it? No, but I'm just gonna do it. Like that's what they're doing. And then when you wondering why whenever you open your fridge, the power in your house go off, you supposed to appreciate the job and you're a this and a is and a ism. This is getting stupid now. I mean, between this, Halo. Oh God, don't get me started on Halo, how that ended. Where people are just picking up these projects and they don't give a crap about how the project goes. I actually did like Henry Cavill's portrayal of Geralt. You could see the passion and how he would try to bring him to life with just movements and grunts and sighs, and you know you can see when he's conflicted because he read and understood and had a passion for the character. He has a passion for Superman. I actually think he's a very good Superman, contrary to people's belief. But I'm calling The Witcher's dead. Time of death. TOD is going to be whenever season 4 drops. It'll probably meander enough to get a fifth season, but time of death is going to be season 4. Whatever the date is for that to drop, that's the time of death. But think I'm wrong. I would love to hear your comments down below. Again, I do thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Hit the like button. This is Revos, and I'm out.